Tengo piedras en el zapato.
Core Civic is disabling children in ICE custody and getting paid to do it. The abuse is so severe that the American Academy of Pediatrics, which is the leading body representing pediatricians in this country, has explicitly called for the closure of ICE camps like Dilley. They have made it clear that the conditions in these facilities are harmful to children's physical and mental health. Mental health experts who have visited people in ICE custody, like teen Olivia Andre, have diagnosed them with PTSD. They're even charging $39 for a bottle of clean water, knowing parents will buy it for their children so that they don't get sick off of the foul water. This is a mass disabling event happening on US soil. Pediatricians have actually said that if they had encountered children in the same conditions in someone's home or in the ER, they would report it to the Child Protective Services. Corporations are literally profiting from committing eugenics and abusing children.
I'm outside. I'm outside. It doesn't say out here. And I've just been ordered to leave the premises. And she's yelling at me right now, so I'm going to head back to my car and try and keep you abreast of the situation. I'm outside of the Dilley facility here in South Texas. There's a demonstration of detainees taking place inside right now. We were all asked to leave. There's a drone flying up ahead right now. It's an extremely bizarre situation. You can hear them shouting. Can you hear that? They're shouting, "Let us out! Let us out!" There's people in blue shirts. Again, there's drones flying up ahead. There appear to be hundreds of people through the crack that I can see. And again, I was here for an attorney visit and they asked me to leave abruptly without telling me why, ordering people who were waiting to stand outside in the cold. And I'll try and keep you updated as to what is happening.
even though ICE detainees are not being held as a form of punishment, they are being handled physically with tasers, with takedowns, kicking and punching, physical chokeholds in some cases. And one of the most common things that we're seeing in the use of force reports is a real reliance on pepper spray. They are being treated, in many cases, with the same level of force as convicted criminals are treated in prisons. The use of force incidents rose nearly 40%, and incidents involving multiple detainees jumped 82%. There were many incidents where facilities were targeting dozens of detainees with pepper spray.
We also saw that the level of detail being put into these reports have shrunk considerably to nearly a third. You can see the average word count January 20th, 132 words on average. And then, one day after the inauguration, it drops down to 46, 47, 41, and it kind of stays that low.
When you have these gaps in accountability, like an entire facility in Florida that's not reporting these things, or a facility in Texas that is widely underreporting these things, it becomes very difficult for the government to figure out how to make those problems better.
The Convention on the Rights of the Child was adopted by the United Nations in 1989. While the USA did sign the Human Rights Treaty, they never ratified it into law. In this second presidency of Donald Trump, children are being violently separated from their families, psychologically and physically abused, and raped in ICE detention facilities. Children do have rights, and it is our duty to ensure legal accountability for the thousands of victims of Trump's mass deportation program, which is correctly ruled as ethnic cleansing by the United Nations. We need to be advocates for children and their human rights. It is important to remember that children, despite their legal status, have rights everywhere, in every country in the world, if they ratify the rights of the child. It really doesn't matter what your passport says, what your legal status is, or who stamped your passport. You have a right to life, a right to an education, and you have a right to a better life than you received. Andrea Rossi.